Good morning and welcome to the Lewis Daylily garden. The daffodils and narcissus continue to come into bloom, and I wanted to show you a couple varieties that are really looking nice today. Let's start with this one, and I can't remember the name, so I'm not going to hazard a guess, but I love the color. The cup is nearly orange and petals are yellow. I planted a bunch of pink hyacinths here. These were just planted last fall. And if you could only smell it, we have a nice row of tete-a-tetes here. They've been planted years ago and they're forming clumps, naturalizing. They look nice. These are some blue hyacinths that were planted like 3 years ago and they keep coming up. I can't remember the name of this one, but it's very dependable as well. That one there, I want to say something like jonquil. King Alfred's look nice. And there's a later blooming narcissus that hasn't started blooming yet. But briefly here, you can see I've had some recent deer damage. This one deer went right up the row, chomping. Here, I'll show you some more. Right behind the motion detector, as you can hear. Just chomping away. But now they've been sprayed. So hopefully that ends the munching fest. Okay, and I'm gonna come in the garden and show you something here. Spring is a great time to move daylilies around. I mean, literally, daylilies get moved constantly. They never really sit in one place for long. But one of the biggest problems I have out here in the front is this weed. You can see it up close here. It's like when you snap off one of these strands, it smells like garlic. I want to say it's a wild onion. And Roundup doesn't seem to work too well on it, but Trimex seems to help, but you still don't want to get Trimex on the daylilies. Here's a bunch of these things that I just dug this morning, and I want to show you something. Look at all the little bulblets. One year I rototilled this section and all these little bulblets and all these little pieces of wild onions just spread all over the place. It was a big mistake. And now I got a problem with them growing in between the daylilies. I'll give you some examples here. They're just everywhere. And I've been told you can spray Confront, and there's another herbicide you can spray around the daylilies, but I'm always afraid of killing a daylily. So I go to the old-fashioned method, which is digging. And it's a pain in the ass because you're, you know, creating holes everywhere. I don't know. And if you don't dig these or do something about them, they have these like things that sprout up in June, and they have all these seeds that drop all over the place, and then you got even more. It's a bad problem here, but we all have our problems. That's it for today. Hope you have a good spring.